Oh man, Wilson. Hey, you didn't know I was gonna have you doing this much manual labor, did you?
Oh my God, there's so many TVs.
Dude, this is like 4 TVs in one day. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of New Stuff TV. I'm your host, Antoine, stuck on Sony Richardson, because today we are doing another versus from the Sony Bravia X90L versus the Bravia 7. Now look, this is a 65-inch TV, this Bravia X90L, and this is a 75-inch TV, which is the Bravia 7. We're gonna pretend that these are the same size. So I don't care which one you're looking at, whether it's a 65, we're gonna pretend like this is a 65. If you're looking for a 75, we're gonna pretend like this was a 75, because essentially they're the same across the board as far as the models go. Now, ooh, Wilson, this is tough.
Oh yeah.
This is real tough. I will tell you, man, if you actually, and this is something I don't like to do as far as like throwing companies under the bus. I told Wilson about this earlier, but I kind of feel like I have to, because the difference is that profound. So we just did a video on the Hisense U7N versus the Hisense U8N. And while those TVs look great, right, when they're standing alone and when they're side by side, the Hisense U8N actually won that competition in clarity, or sharpness, brightness, and contrast, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, just overall better TV. But then once we put them away and we turned on both of these Bravias, it was like, whoa, both of these are better than even the Hisense U8N. And when you think about how much you gotta spend on a Hisense versus a Sony TV, a lot of people say, you know, just save my money. Sometimes it ain't like that, bro. Sometimes you really do get the extra that you pay for. And I can damn sure tell you right now, you would definitely get it when purchasing one of these Bravia TVs. I wouldn't mind having either one of them. Well, I own both of them, but I'm just saying, if you had either one, you would not be disappointed. What you think, Wilson?
Definitely.
How close are they as far as like the picture quality?
Honestly, very close.
I think it's a big difference in overall brightness, like peak brightness, but the picture quality itself, dude, they're pretty much the same. And I actually told some of my friends at Sony that when they told me that the Bravia, they came out 2024, Bravia 3, Bravia 7, Bravia 8, and Bravia 9. And they still kept the OLED from last year, was the X95 or something like that. And then they kept the X90L. And I was like, why are y'all keeping this TV when the Bravia 7 is the new one? It, like, you know, it's the upgraded version. And they said they were keeping this. I was like, y'all gonna have a hard time selling Bravia 7s because the X90L exists. And I even told you that in my initial impressions video. You're gonna have a hard time selling these joints because the Bravia X90L exists. Now, this is the thing that sets them apart. It's peak brightness and possibly contrast even at peak brightness. But when you're looking at overall picture quality, if you take away that peak brightness, to me, they are the same. What you think, Wilson? You seeing details? Oh, we're a little blown out there. Did you see that?
A little blown out there.
Oh man, okay. The 7 was a little bit blown out on the rice. Okay. Ooh man, we in a fight right now. Dude, the Bravia 7's in a fight for his life. Is this like a Jake Paul Tyson thing right now we got going?
Oh God, no. Oh God, no.
Is this Tyson right here? Okay, I gotta ask you, who did you want to win out of Jake Paul and Tyson?
It's controversial. I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it for
No,
real?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'll talk about it.
I wanted Tyson to win, but I feel it's very political.
Political?
Yeah. I'll
tell you the politics. The politics, you know what? I wanted Tyson to knock his block off. That's what I wanted to see. But hey, the man got his bag. Was it 20 million?
Was it? I don't know.
I think Tyson got 20 million. I didn't lose that fight to Jake Paul for 20 million. Dude, I do stuff for like $35. That's real sketchy. Let's get back to these TVs. All right, let's talk about some physical differences, man. Other than the fact that one's bigger or smaller, this is something you're not gonna get on a Bravia X90L. So you got these legs on the Bravia 7, right? You got 4 positions. You got 2 positions of width. Right now we have it on the widest position that will scoot in a Bravia Theater Bar 9. This is the widest sound bar they have right now. So you scoot this in, or the new widest sound bar that they have right now. You can scoot that in there and still have room on both sides. But you also have 2 heights. So you can lower it and drop it low to the ground, boom, just like that. Or you can raise it up to its highest level, which will accommodate your Bravia Theater Bar 9 soundbar. Okay, so you can get that squeezed up in there and have a nice custom look to your setup, right? But if you had let's say this is 65 or 75 inches. If it was 75 inches, you could fit this soundbar in here, but because it's 65, you cannot. You just need that extra width from the default of being a 75-inch TV. And you would be able to slide it up underneath there. I'm pretty sure of it. So if this was a 75, it would accommodate a Bravia Theater Bar 9. But here's the thing, you get two heights. This is its highest setting, but you only, and you can go lower to the ground, but you only get this position for width, which I'm totally okay with. If you could not close those legs, would you be upset, Wilson? I think it looks better with the legs open.
I say so as well.
I like them legs open. Anyway, so as far as like, you know, physical attributes, that's pretty much it when you're looking at TV from the front. From the back, swing around here, Wilson. All right, y'all gonna have to ignore some of this stuff because these are actually my personal TVs. I got LEDs here that doesn't come with the TV, and I got the wall brackets on both of them. That doesn't come with the TV. They're pretty much the same on the back. Sony did not skimp on, you know, the quality of each one of them. They both have really good, high quality build materials. Both have great speaker setups. The Bravia 7, I think, might sound a little better, but I think that's also due to the fact that this particular version is bigger than I have with my 65, so you get more width and a little bit more height on that speaker system. But let's get into the picture, man. Like I said before, peak brightness goes to the Bravia 7 all day. So if you're watching TV with the lights on or in bright rooms with a lot of ambient light, peak brightness is going to be important because, you know, you just kind of need the TV to be bright to compete with the ambient lights. But if you're watching TV in a controlled lit or maybe just a kind of a dim area, you're going to be fine with either one. And that's where, I don't know, due to cost maybe, you would definitely want to go with an X90L. As far as contrast, like I said, I feel like it's kind of hard to explain this. With the contrast being the same, it's just that you get more brightness out of your details when you go with a Bravia 7. What are you seeing, Wilson, right now?
The white is so much brighter on the Bravia 7.
Yeah, and this is almost just a hue warmer, just like a little bit.
Yeah, just slightly.
Yeah, but the detail, the sharpness, the contrast is the same. It's just that peak brightness is killing it over here on the Bravia 7. And we kept the settings the exact same on both TVs. Where you get another edge, a very competitive edge, is software. Now, both of these run Google TV and they both run it very well and smooth, right? However, with the Bravia 7, you get some new stuff that they've added. And this is kind of a thing where it's like, you could do it on the X90L, but you gotta leave some premium stuff for the better TV, right? So with the Google Home setup, it's just, you know, you get the extra new updated features on Google Home or Google TV. And also, PlayStation Remote Play. So PS Remote Play is not on the Bravia X90L. So if you're not a PlayStation guy or girl, don't even worry about it. It plays very nicely with a PlayStation. In fact, I mean, they talk to each other real well. Good handshakes between the two. But with the Bravia 7, with these new 2024 TVs, they have a built-in app called PS Remote Play. It's native to the TV. And they've even updated this thing. Wilson, I gotta show you this, man. Did I show you the time I had so my PlayStation is actually hooked up upstairs, connected to the Bravia 9, right? It's hooked up to it. It's physically upstairs. So I ran a wired connection to the PlayStation and a wired connection into the Bravia 7 in the bedroom, and it plays so good. Did I show you this?
You didn't, yeah.
Man, what'd you think about that?
It was almost seamless.
So it's like having one PlayStation and two rooms. It played almost seamless. I didn't see any of the pixelation. So that's a heads up. If you're running PS Remote Play on your TV, wire up your TV, wire up your PlayStation, and you have a much better and more fluid experience. So this TV is like, you could call it PlayStation centric since you got that native app built in there. There's something else I feel like I'm forgetting to talk about with the PlayStation, man. I feel like, oh, that's Bravia 9. I ain't gonna go there. We're gonna talk about that on another video. But are you seeing something, Wilson? I see your head moving.
I'm just looking at it.
Looking at it?
Yeah, just looking at it.
All right, but you're looking at it from an angle, which is actually where I want to go next. People have thrashed the Bravia 7 in the comments for bad viewing angles. I don't think they're bad. I think they're pretty average, right? So let me get right here in front so I can see what's going on. So if I come over here at about a 45-degree angle and sit down on this couch, honestly, the Bravia 7 is looking a little bit more saturated. Like it's like the color is still rich here. I'm noticing a little bit of washout on the X90L, but is that because I'm closer to it? Let me go over to the other side. Wilson, you sit over there and you tell me. So, okay, yeah, it's the fact that that TV is closer. All right, so what are you seeing over there, Wilson?
I don't know, it's hard to tell for me. I'm trying to look through the camera and in person.
Yeah, they're very close, but now the Bravia 7 looks a little bit more washed out than the X90L. So I think it's just because one's closer, but to be honest with you, they have the same level of viewing angle ability, provided you're watching it at about a 45-degree angle. You get any more acute than that, then that's your problem. That's a you problem, bro. You need to scoot in here, get in here, and get closer to the center because it's a friggin' TV. You ain't supposed to be watching way out there anyway. But if you're watching anywhere inside of this, oh man, you're golden. Everything looks fantastic. Look at that peak brightness, man. I told you, Bravia 7 is killing it. What you think?
Yeah, looks really good.
Yeah, man, that peak brightness is definitely a game changer when it comes to deciding between these two TVs. Let's talk about, is there anything I'm missing before I go on the price?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
And that's why this competition is so tight. It's almost the same TV. You do get a few more premium type of hardware. You get more premium software. You definitely get more brightness and better contrast. It's just, oh man, it's such a tight competition. So what means more to you? Do you really need that peak brightness? What about you, Wilson?
I don't know, it's hard to say, honestly. The picture quality in the X90L is so good.
Yeah, but what does that say about the 7?
It just feels brighter. That's it.
Brighter? Okay, fair enough. And that's an honest opinion. So with a Bravia X90L at retail price, you're going at $1,700. At retail price, and this is for a 75-inch, okay? We're going 75s across the board. For a 75-inch Bravia 7, you're looking at $2,400. It's a nice big fat price difference, man. But then, because it's on sale, this is Black Friday season, if you get an X90L on sale, the 75-inch version, you're gonna pay $1,300, which is a phenomenal price for this TV. And if you scoot over here to the Bravia 7, you're paying $1,800. So that's a $500 price difference. Wilson, is $500 a lot of money to you? Are you balling like that?
I mean,
are you BOOCing? Do you know what that means?
No.
BOOCing, that means balling out of control. Are you BOOCing to where you got $500 and it's not even a thing for you?
If I don't know what that is, I don't think I am.
That's true. That's true. Dude, I gotta start paying you more, get your game up, get you a t-shirt that says I'm BOOCing. Maybe we change your license plate. On a vanity plate that says BOOC.
I don't think my car would be good for that.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me. But seriously, man, even on sale, there's a $500 difference between the two. All right, Wilson, I'm throwing you under the bus. I'm throwing you under the bus. Do you feel the breeze from the bus coming? And then it's gonna go doo-dum, right over you. Doo-dum.
Always shoving me right into it.
Which one of these TVs would you buy? Let's say you got $2,000 in your pocket right now, cash. You're at Best Buy and you got $2,000 and you need to leave here with a 75-inch TV that looks good because it's Black Friday and I need to spend this money. Which one you going home with?
X90L.
Oh, I threw you over the bus. You know Sony ain't gonna like that. Sony, Wilson said it. Don't be coming at me, Sony, man. Wilson says he would actually pick this one. Is it because of cost, like value?
Honestly, yeah.
Dude, I'm not even gonna fight with you, man. This is a great freaking TV, and it just boggles my mind why they didn't kind of take this off the shelf when they brought out the Bravia 7. Now, don't get it twisted. I freaking love the Bravia 7, and it is, in fact, the better TV to me because I do appreciate the peak brightness, especially when we get into like watching stuff like Game of Thrones. When I watched, over this past summer, when I watched The House of the Dragon, it looked better on the Bravia 7. I saw more specular highlights, more details in those super dark scenes than what I was seeing on the X90L. So to me, it's worth it because of the type of content I watch. If you're a sports guy and you are watching sports with people in the daytime, or not daytime, but with the lights on and stuff, you're gonna need that peak brightness to compete with those lights. So that extra $500 does go a long way. You get more. But if you're an average movie watcher who's not looking for critical things in your content, you just want a good cinematic looking film, you know, you're watching a TV show, just casual TV. You're not a kind of a TV and movie snob like I've become. This Bravia X90L is gonna serve you well. Man, this is tough. This is tough. What you think, Wilson?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I've thrown you under the bus. What else do we need to talk about this?
I think that's pretty much
I
it.
think that's it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Sony Bravia X90L wins this competition, but not by much. It's only because of cost and value. That is the value TV, but it does not perform like a value TV. This performs like a premium TV, in my opinion. And Sony, man, you need to put me on your marketing team because this was a bad idea. You should have discontinued this TV before you launched this one. Put me on the marketing team, Sony, man. Dude, this is so bright. Oh my God, but it's beautiful. It's controlled light. Local dimming zones are just locally dimming. Everything is, the contrast is there. Even this close, it looks fantastic. Dude, it's the better TV overall, but hey, X90L is the beast. Either way, I'm no expert in this kind of stuff, but what I do know is, Sony, you probably should just let me hang out with your marketing team. We gotta talk. Y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you.